floating island thing looks pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna do a leap of faith right here. Let's do it. Oh! Well, sup YouTube? It's been a while, huh? Well, it hasn't really been too long as far as just making hold on. Well, it hasn't been really too long in terms of how recent it was that I've actually been on YouTube, you know, making another video. Sorry, I said, you know. Ooh, holy crap, an apple. My 26th apple. Awesome, 26. We're now on 1.4. Did I like drop a whole bunch of stuff back there or something? I feel like I really don't know. I'm sorry guys, I have to keep responding to these texts. These are important. Can I do this? I really can't. Guys, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since you've had a Minecraft video. And how many logs do I have? Do I have any logs? I have 2 stacks of planks, but I don't have any logs. It's just been way too long since you guys have had a Minecraft video, and I'm sorry about that. It's because Endoxys, they're having some problems with the with converting it to 1.4. What I'm actually going to have to do is convert it to 1.4.3, the pre-release for 1.4.3, because it's not working with 1.4.2. It'll say the server is in 1.3 when it's really in 1.4.2. There, I said it. Oh man, it's been so long since I've actually been commentating and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to change it to the pre-release, which kind of stinks. And I'm not really that happy about it, because I want to just go with the official updates, but I'm not really gonna have a choice. So that's where that stands. What else is new? Oh my gosh, I mean, so many things. Just yeah, the election. Oh gosh. Those of you that probably really know me know that probably know that I really wanted Romney to win, but he didn't. But I won't really talk about it, because I try not to discuss politics on my YouTube channel, because no matter what you believe, there's gonna be somebody that disagrees with you. I got another text. Okay, I can't really respond to that text right now. And I forgot what I was saying. And I can't sprint. I was like having trouble sprinting. And you still have that fall damage. My gosh. Did they seriously not fix that? I failed 2. Let me see if I can do it again. Maybe if I fall 3. Wait. That's 1, 2. What about if I fall 3? That was 5. Okay, let's just not worry about it, guys. Nomads, fellow nomads. So, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I have learned to read. Oh, jeez. And I am in the process of learning to write New Crichton. Isn't that awesome, guys? That's just beast, alright? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm learning to write Nuke right now. I already know how to read it. Not fluently, but I can read it. And I can easily recognize... That's kind of weird. Oh, wait, no, it's actually not weird, guys. It's not weird. Nothing weird about that at all. Sorry. I can read it, again, not fluently, but it's something, right? And I can write it pretty fluently, just not fast enough. I mean, I instantly know what the letter I want to write looks like, but it's just a little bit of work actually trying to reproduce that letter. And I just need to work on my speed, because I worked on it a little bit today. I wrote down some quotes, like from Guild Wars 2. Two of them were from me. I'm really a big fan of the Ventari quotes in the Ventari tablet. Like, act with wisdom, but act. All things have a right to grow. Do not fear difficulty. Hard ground makes strong roots. What are some other ones? Where life goes, so too should you. I really like those quotes, and so I wrote some of them down. In addition to... Ooh. Oh, jeez. In addition to two of my own quotes, one of them was, if it's well said, I said it. And the other one was, no matter what, always remember to think. There's a creeper. I thought it was a slime at first. You don't know nothing about this. You got nothing. You got nothing. What do you got? You got nothing. That's right. I feel like I can't pick up any iron ore, and I'm okay with that. I'm just doing a quick run through this cave. I mean, it looks like it's going to a dead end, yeah. Gold, or not gold, iron. But I don't need any iron. I also don't need any coal. We're fine on coal. Fine on iron. So, yeah, tonight I'm going to see the new James Bond movie, Skyfall. And it's rated PG-13, and it looks like it's rightfully so rated PG-13, because I am known, at least to myself, I will deal with spoilers to a movie if it reveals some content that I might possibly not want to see. Like, I'm alright with violence and gore. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. The language, I really don't like the language, but I can deal with it. And I mean, at school there's so much more. I mean, I cannot go from class to class without hearing the F-bomb dropped at least once. Everyone at school cusses, and it still bothers me, but it doesn't bother me as much, just because I hear it all the time. So that doesn't really bother me. The thing that really bothers me is the suggestive content, the sexual content, the stuff like that. And from what I read, in Skyfall, the only scenes that are like that are just where James Bond is kissing a girl. Like, apparently twice. Apparently it happens twice in the movie. So it doesn't look like there'll be any conflict on that front. Huh. You know what? You know, wouldn't that be kind of weird if, like, oh man, if I had been exploring this one big continent in all of Nomad, and really I was just going around the edge because it was ocean. Oh man, that'd be crazy. And we like mapped it all out, and like that would be crazy. Okay. Jeez. So many roses. So, in the McDonald's Monopoly that went on a little while ago, I won some prints from Snapfish, and they were like photo prints, but I didn't print photos on them. I got prints of art. Guild Wars 2 art. And when I first signed up, I got credits for like 10 different 4x6 prints. So I got 10 4x6 prints, I think. And then I got 2 5x7 prints from the coupon from McDonald's Monopoly. And then I got 1 8x10 print just with my own money because I really wanted it. I just thought 8x10 of Guild Wars 2 art, and then if I like frame it or something, I mean that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty awesome. And I still had those prints. And with the 4x6 prints, I decided that I would write some things in New Crichton on the back, sign it Spiritus, and give them to people. Ow! Ow! Holy crap! Ouch, that hurt. All I did was... Ouch! I just turned on my light, and I guess... Or not my light, my fan. And it just like, the switch pinched me. Ouch. Oh man, that hurts. Jeez. So I got this new game, Democracy 2, and I'm thinking of doing that for Special Saturday tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. I'm not exactly sure. I might play some LA Noire for Special Saturday. I don't know though. I mean, LA Noire, I mean, they're... I just don't know. I really don't know if that's a good thing to be playing for Special Saturday. But Democracy 2, let me just give you a heads up. There are no... oops. Oh yeah. There are no graphics to that game. How many jack-o'-lanterns do I have? Oh, sweet. Okay, so if I do this, put a torch in there, you do that, pick up that pumpkin. Sweet. And Democracy 2, there are no graphics to that game. The game is pretty much solely based on numbers. So you play as a leader of a country. I chose the United States, obviously, and and you try and solve that country's problems, get reelected, of course, and then you can make campaign promises before the election, and if you follow through with those promises on the next term, then you have a greater chance of winning the election, or a greater percentage of the vote, I should say. And what I did was I completely mimicked the U.S. situation, except instead of the Republicans versus the Democrats, I made my party the Freedom Party instead of the Republicans. My opposition was still the Democrats. Here's a desert well. These are cool. I mean, it's just doesn't really make much sense. And look, there's a lake right over there. I mean, if there were not so many lakes in deserts, that might be cool. And look at this Swiss cheese landscape. Look at that crap. So what I did, I gotta tell you what I did. What I did is completely mimic the U.S. situation, except for the Freedom Party thing. And I started out with about a $5 trillion debt, and I was losing about 200 and something billion dollars every 3 months. So that was the deficit. And it was really like around $800 billion a year that we were losing, which means in 2 years we would be 1.6 trillion more dollars in debt. And I turned that. Let me tell you about all the good things I did. I turned it from losing $800 billion a year to gaining like 120 something billion dollars a year. So that was a surplus. I turned a deficit into surplus, and then I also lowered taxes. So it's not like I was just charging really high taxes to get that money. I lowered a whole bunch of taxes. I completely cut out certain taxes. I can't remember what the taxes were. I think I cut out the tobacco tax or something. But I did that. I cut out some unnecessary government programs that I just didn't think were necessary, and I didn't think the government should be getting involved with that. And of course that was reducing our spending, which was contributing to the loss of deficit. I reduced racial tension, I reduced the poverty rate, the unemployment rate, and I reduced the crime rate to 0%. Seriously, for my first election, one of my campaign promises was that I would cut violent crime. I would reduce violent crime by 15%. I reduced it by 100%. And then my other campaign promise was that I would cut the corporation tax by 15%, and I cut it by like 37%. So I met both of my campaign promises. Now let me tell you about all this. After all of that happened, the Freedom Party had 0 members, and the Democratic Party had around 50 million members, which at that time was like around 18% of the population. So it was saying that America had I think it was saying that it had a little over 300 million people, which is accurate. But it may have been saying a little less than 300 million people. I can't remember. But it's around the same rate. The Freedom Party had literally 0 members. I checked on the party membership, and it said Freedom Party 0, population 0. And in spite of that, because I had done such an amazing job at managing the economy, and I also improved foreign relations. The Patriots didn't like me too much, but I did spend a little bit more on foreign relations, so I did improve that. I did such a good job with everything that... Oh, I don't know which way to go. I think it's this way. I did such a good job with that even though my party had 0 members, I still got 72% of the Electoral College. 72%. Which means that every single person that voted for me was not in my party. I only got votes from people that were not in my party, because I didn't have any. It was like the American Party or something, because it just completely it was really great. All right. It's just, and I mean, the liberals absolutely hated me. The socialists absolutely hated me. The environmentalists really didn't like me. What are some other people? Ooh, that's red mushrooms. I can't afford to get them, though. I don't think. I can't. The environmentalists didn't really like me, but the capitalists loved me. The wealthy, of course, loved me. The poor people liked me. The middle class loved me. What was another thing? I think smokers also loved me because I cut the tobacco tax. I completely destroyed that. And I think I may have... No, I didn't... Yeah, that's right. I didn't actually... I was debating on whether or not to increase the restrictions on alcohol. Like, instead of having it be a minimum of age of 21, I would make it so that there's only low-strength beer. Oh, it's a jungle with ocelots. But I realized, for one thing, that really seems like the government is overstepping its bounds. And second of all, in order to have stronger restrictions, you've got to spend more. And so, oh yeah, another thing I did, by the way, was reduce terrorism, because I increased spending in the intelligence network. And yeah, the tobacco law, it actually would reduce crime, or not the tobacco law, the alcohol laws. It actually would reduce crime and reduce the amount of drinkers, but it would make drinkers not like me as much. And I think it said it would also increase productivity if I increase the restrictions, which of course, I mean, that's true. But I found other ways to reduce the crime rate. I found other ways to raise productivity without reducing the spending. And it was just a really great thing. I was going to kind of relax the gun laws to cut spending. Because right now the law in America is that the only things you can't have automatic guns. And I was going to relax it to, I was going to relax it to just no machine guns. See, an assault rifle, that's not considered a machine gun. I don't think. It's just an assault rifle. So that's it, but it's an automatic weapon. So that's an example of how an automatic weapon is restricted, but it's not a machine gun. So when it says no machine guns, you could have assault rifles. But I mean, the parents in the nation kind of really didn't like me because I refuse to tighten gun laws. And I mean, I just figured that I think the government is really overstepping its bounds, because I could change it from no automatics to a license is required for the rifles and shotguns and pistols that you can have normally. And then I could also tighten it further to say that, okay, not only do you need a license, there's also a minimum age. And then I could actually tighten it further to all it says was strong restrictions. Probably like, or no. That was with alcohol law. I think the next one up was just a total ban. You just completely cut out guns. And I was just thinking, like, what a communist way to do things. I mean, and think about how much you would be spending to cover that. So, as a result of me taking the laissez-faire policy, completely taking government's hands out of the economy, and completely just letting the economy do its own thing, and letting the free market just do its thing, by doing that, I was able to be a two-term president. In the first election, I got like 60-something% of the electoral college, and the second time I got 72%. So it was just great all around. My first game of that, and I won instantly just because I just took my Republican policies. And I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try the Democratic policies. I'm not like the I'm not gonna exaggerate and make it communist, but I'm gonna take the Democrat policies, and or at least the modern Democratic policies, and I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna tell you guys how it went. And the exact same scenario. It's gonna start with around a $5 trillion debt, about a $250 billion deficit, or no. More like an $800 billion. Oh, does that not look like the most awesome thing? Look at that crap. That looks awesome. Same kind of deficit. And see if I can raise taxes to get into a surplus. Raise taxes, and I don't know, I might cut some more programs, but see how much I can reduce crime with spending and things like that. I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna tell you guys how it turns out. And then you'll be able to decide for yourself whether you think the Democratic Party is better than the Republican Party, or if you think both work. Because, hey, I haven't actually tested it yet. And even though I like to associate myself with Republicans, because I have a very conservative view on things, I will try. I will legitimately try. I won't just try to prove a point. Oh, Republicans are better, and I did that by imposing extremely communist and policies that obviously are not good. But hey, and guys, hey, if you want me to try communist policies, sure. I'll try that. I'll tell you how it all turns out. But I'll try the Democratic Party. And I'll tell you guys how that turns out. And I will not, again, like I said, I will not be biased about it. I'm not going to just make things a lot more extreme just to prove a point. I will let the results speak for themselves. And that's really how confident I feel in my ideology. That I feel like when you pit it fairly against the opposition, I feel like it could win. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try that and see how it works. Tell you guys how it turns out. And if you guys also want me to try kind of like an anarchist type thing where I'm having, no government control, I can try that. And I really don't think you guys are going to be wanting me to do that, because it's very easy to see. I mean, some people would probably beg to differ, but I think it's very easy to see that anarchy just doesn't work. And just a government that's too weak is not effective, and a government that's too strong is too overpowering, and it's bound to collapse. So and guys, I'm not talking about either party. I'm talking about ideologies, and I'm talking about what I think works, and what basically in a simulation game, which actually is really realistic. I mean, you could be the judge of that. I mean, if you get the demo of Democracy 2, because there is a demo on Steam. The game is $20. Man, the day I decided to get it was the day after it went on 50% off sale. That's kind of funny. But, oh, a jungle. Oh, sweet, a jungle temple. And I can't get this pumpkin patch. Sweet. So, guys, yeah, I'm not telling you about which party you need to suddenly join, but I am telling you guys about ideologies and what I've proven to work in a simulation game, which I think is pretty accurate. Pretty accurate to real life. I should have used my shears. Whatever. Okay, yes, I can grab arrows. Not that many, but... Okay, there's another one right there. Gold. Wow, wow, nice. Do I have rotten flesh? No, I don't. Oh yeah, I deemed that unnecessary a long time ago. Okay. I forgot how to do these completely. And you can't... Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this one is completely out of the equation. Oh, come on. There. Okay, let's see what this does. No. I really want to figure this out. I really legitimately need to figure this out, and I need to block this off also. And let's block this off too. And we'll actually sleep here. And we'll end the episode here. Oh man, I don't have any more dirt? I have to have more dirt. Wow, that's crazy. I guess I just don't really see it as a priority to collect dirt. Are there any other openings? Looks like there are. Yes. And we can collect more cobblestone because look around you. Alright, now let's see what we do. Let's see what we do here. Nothing. Alright. Do that. See what happens. Oh, I got it! I got it! Iron and gold. Oh no, put this back. And of course we need to collect the 3 chiseled stone bricks. Of course. I mean, that is like a given, because... Do we have pistons? We don't really need them, do we? Yeah, we don't need pistons. Well, guys. Let me just make this official nomad bed. Just do it. Come on. There we go. And sleep. And guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about Endoxus being down. I will get it solved. Don't worry. And sorry you haven't seen a video from me in a long time. I'm really sorry. But I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, and yeah, I'm going to do it. So don't you worry. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.